Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Sports Coverage with me, Adi and Rishi. And we're here to talk about the Mumbai Indians because they've now registered a sixth straight win. They beat the Rajasthan Royals yesterday and have, I think, quite clearly cemented their place in the top four. I think they're very likely to qualify from here and potentially could finish in the top two. But the way things are going, like there's a lot of chatter around social media or about whether Mumbai could win the tournament given their form and given the way they've been performing in the last six games. Rishi, you think Mumbai are contenders?
Nah, bro, we're not. We're pretty much the underdogs.
Wow.
Uh,
Wow,
yeah,
wow, wow.
sure. I mean, in the first 5 games, we lost four. We've managed
Yeah.
to win the next six. So, doesn't like in the next three remaining fixtures, if we lose two or if we lose all three, then again, the entire narrative changes. So, at least from my perspective, just yeah, we're having momentum, but that doesn't define anything because we weren't able to chase down like the team. Like we are scoring 200s, 220, 210s consistently, but we weren't able to chase down 150 against CSK, and we weren't able to chase down 190 against Gujarat. We got skittled for like 160. So I wouldn't put too much into it. Yeah, we're having a good run of form, but I wouldn't call ourselves the contenders or the favorites or anything of the sort. One game at a time. That's it.
Wow, interesting. Bro, but like don't you think like they are genuinely like contenders now given the not only the fact that they're winning games, but also how they're winning games, quite clearly outscoring teams and doing well. I mean, like yesterday was just complete demolition.
Yeah, yesterday was, and like to be fair, uh, I mean we can only pretty much accept that Delhi game where we almost bottled it. Like Karunar almost got them off the line, like single-handedly got them through, like past the line. So except for that, the teams we've beaten are SRH twice, CSK and RR and LSG. Like
Hmm.
so how many of them are like our proper rivals, like top four rivals? Like they are the ones who we're still gonna play. Like we lost to RCB, we lost to Gujarat, so and we lost to LSG once. So how much can we read into it? So I think the remaining games will pretty much give us a clearer picture. Like if we can, because the next three games are against Gujarat, Punjab, and DC. So I think that will give us a clearer picture on how we are as a team and how, like how we do when we come up to the better teams.
Yeah, bro. Gujarat, Punjab, DC, exactly what we wanted. Like, actually, that's probably the main thing. I think you think
Mm.
Gujarat, Punjab, and DC, bro, like that's going to be too much for these guys, and then they might crash out. Or do you think like the way they're playing, they should just go? They will beat one. They will win at least one or two games in that three.
Yeah, I mean, see, the point is it's based on form, and I think you can't sit here and say things like we almost bottled it against Delhi or we almost bottled it against some other team because you can say that same thing for almost every team. The whole point is if you're winning out of tough situations and winning out of situations which you should be losing, I think it regardless is a win. And in context to that, I think a lot of teams have also not been perfect. You talk about teams like Delhi who couldn't really keep a lot of teams, subdued. Like last home game, they lost. They lost to, I'm sorry, who? Wait, I forgot who they lost to. I just can't remember. Sorry, but yeah, like they
They
just
lost
recently
KKR.
lost. Yeah, KKR exactly. And then you look at GT, they lost to Rajasthan Royals, who was beaten by MI last week. I mean, yesterday. Sorry. So this logic of I don't think any team is perfect in this IPL. I think a lot of imbalances, a lot of weakness are there in every team. So I told before us, I think coming to top four is a different story, and coming off in the playoffs is a different story. I don't personally think form matters in playoffs. I think that's where quality and experience matters, and I actually have been like frankly can say like I think Mumbai have the best quality overall in terms of players and overall team depth. I don't think anyone has five, as I said, five Indian players who play for the national team. No other team has it in this IPL at least. And you look at the other competitors like Delhi, like Gujarat, they just don't have enough experience overall in their team. Like you look at Gujarat, apart from the top three, they are not a perfect team. You can still get them there. Look at a team like Delhi, still not a perfect team. Like with all the certain players they have, they just don't have those clutch players, those kind of players who can take and pressure and play. Like Delhi is a good team and they're playing out of pressure, but when they're playing under the pressure, it's a different team. I don't think they're the same team. And I think a bit with Gujarat's the same. Like I need to see them under pressure. All this time, you look at Gujarat, they've batted first, and Gill and Sai Sudarshan plays out of no pressure, and that's helped them also. So I don't think any team is perfect, anyways. There, and I don't have to sit and say like Mumbai are not as good as Punjab or not as good as Gujarat, not as good as Delhi. Like they're on pretty much equal terms. Like there is no in IPL there is no real matter of okay, there's a clear favorite or clear strong team. Like I think only last year for the first time you could really say that KKR is superior to every team because they really dominated IPL last year. But apart from that, you really find any team being able to beat any other team. Like even last year, for example, Punjab were able to beat KKR. They chased down what 260, 270 last year. So things that happen, anything can happen in IPL. And I think at the end of the day, quality does help and shine. And yeah, I do think like Mumbai have the better half of quality than teams like Delhi. At least me, I don't trust Delhi at all. Like them as a team, overall, the way they've handled pressure, two pressure games, they really would like to say bottled it. And yeah, even against RCB, they couldn't really all the talk they had in Chinnaswamy Stadium, they really couldn't back it. So whatever you say, I don't think any other team here is that strong enough to be like these guys are clear favorites or they're better than any other team.
I mean, not clear favorites, but I personally think Mumbai have given themselves a great chance of it. And honestly, if you were to ask me one team that I wouldn't want to play right now, it would probably be Mumbai because even it's not just the fact that oh you've got form going for you winning these games, but you've also got like like X factor players like bro like you can't there is no other Jasprit Bumrah unfortunately in the league and the same I can say like you just name one player like that who can just change things like based on how he feels. It's almost in it's crazy the way like the fact that you guys have Bumrah and you have and with the others chipping in, Mumbai becomes probably one of the most dangerous sides. You've got Sky batting well, Hardik Pandya is doing well, Rohit Sharma whatever he's scored few runs in the last couple 2 3 games whatever, and Ryan Rickerton is scoring runs. If you have all these players doing what they have to do, and then you have one Bumrah who can literally just who's going to effectively make it a 16 over game, bro, then I don't know why you think Rishi that you're not in prime position.
No, because even in games, I think Bumrah's game back, we almost conceded 200. Like, if you're keeping that in mind, that's effectively we're conceding like in 16 overs, we're conceding 200. Like,
Yeah, but that
it
was
is
his
still,
first game, and he did go for runs.
to be fair, yeah, he went for runs. I know. And, like, that's the
Which
thing,
was his
like,
first game?
RCB,
Delhi
RCB.
Capitals.
No, RCB. His first game back was
RCB or
RCB.
Delhi.
RCB,
And
It
100%.
was
he also
RCB.
went for runs against Delhi Capitals also. Like somewhere around, I think Karun took him for a run. So
Toss.
that's the thing. Like even last year, like when we hemorrhage runs, it's not that like it's not like okay we have Bumrah, so the runs are going to be stopped. Of course, he goes under six and over, but I feel that like the other bowlers on their day, of course, like that I can say on their day any team can look good. Like um yeah, but it like I'm just not as convinced because even Trent Bolt, for all the wickets that he takes, I still feel he can go for runs. Like Karan Sharma is somebody I like. Our spinners, yeah, I'm not very convinced of our spinners either. Like, so yeah, there are question marks. It's just that for us now, like at the right time of the tournament, I'm grateful for it that players are stepping up. Like Rickerton has actually done quite well. Hopefully, he can carry the form towards the end of the season because at the start, him and Rohit Sharma, there were huge question marks. I remember us sitting and talking about like, is Rohit Sharma done? But then now he is chipping in with those 20s, with those 30s, a couple of 50s, back to back. So yeah, but I don't think it's a perfect team. Like, I don't even think we are the best either. Like, yeah, we are. We have specialists, we have players who are in form, but yeah, maybe it's just like a part of me doesn't want to be like, overconfident and arrogant. But yeah, I still don't, like, at least back in the day, like the olden Mumbai side, I knew that okay, we have these bowlers who we are not going to leak runs from, or we have these batsmen who are like, I like say I can have some assurance from. But that I don't know, it's just not yet convinced, because maybe it's because of the early losses this season. But yeah, I'm just not there. Maybe after these 3 games it'll change.
After these 3 games, when you're sitting on second, obviously it's going to change.
Yeah, because these, bro,
What do you
look at
mean it's
the
going to
see,
change
we're playing
after these
Gujarat, we're
three
playing
games?
Punjab, we're playing Delhi Capital. So these are either the ones who we are competing with or are already better than us. Like,
Hmm.
so if you can beat these three, because bro, like who are the teams we beat? We beat SRH, we beat CSK, we beat LSG, we beat RR. RR, your Rahul Dravid has done wonders with that team.
Oh,
LSG,
yeah.
L-
Hmm.
like LSG is like again having a very poor run of form. SRH have been and CSK have been terrible all season. So yeah, like while it is good that we're beating them convincingly, like we're getting the net run rate in form. Like I feel these 3 games will, like beating these three, like at least if we can get like 2 wins and we can compete in the third game, I think that will give me a lot more confidence than beating the SRHs and CSKs this season.
Interesting, very interesting, Rishi. You also have, I think, is it the best net run rate in the competition right now?
Yeah, we have the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, so really
That's
like a
because
lot of things.
the wins we got, we've slapped teams. Like we won by what, 9 wickets, we won by 100 runs, 50 runs.
Yeah, exactly. So fair enough. Adi, do you think they'll finish in the top two?
See, for me, I really can't say because it's very difficult to really say what can happen in these 3 games because, again, Gujarat, I think they have to play away if I'm not wrong. And no, they'll be playing in Mumbai, sorry, but they have to play Delhi. Hmm, to be fair, they have the home advantage when I think about it, so they should be comfortably winning those 2 games.
Punjab is
And
the only team they're playing away.
yeah, and again, with Punjab, it's a bit of a toss. Like, I really don't know what I can get from Punjab in their home stadium. Sometimes they really show up, sometimes they don't. So I think they have. That's what I said. Like in terms of these games, it is pretty equal term, regardless of where you are in the table, because you have to win regardless. Like if you're playing CSK or you're playing, Punjab, you still have to win the 3 games to be in the top two. So it really doesn't matter who your opposition is. I really believe if you're a top team, you should play your own game and not give excuses. Okay, this is a top team versus this is a bottom team, right? So yeah, I think it'll if they are able to win it, it shows that they can do it both against the bottom half and the top half. I really, me personally, I don't believe in giving excuses like, okay, like pitch excuses or conditions excuses or saying like toss. If you're a top team and you want to contest for the IPL, anyone, not only Mumbai, like you have to win no matter what. Like you have to be in difficult positions, you have to be in easy positions, you have to be able to dominate both. Like that's the whole point of it. I don't know if I haven't seen it from any team in the IPL continuously to say, okay, these guys are it. So I can't really sit and say Mumbai will do it. I can't sit and say anyone else will do it. But at least for me, in all honesty, I would rather have like I wouldn't mind like as an RCB fan playing Mumbai when they're in form rather than off form because I think for me it's a matter of okay, yeah, like you're going against the best whoever it is, and I feel like it's easier for me to play against a team like Mumbai when they're on form because you can like I feel like you can just stumble them upon that run of form compared to when they're down in form because if you're down in form you always want to fight a bit more, you always want to prove a bit more versus when you're on a high, it's easier to go and tackle them that time. So for me, at least from an RCB fan, again, for me it doesn't matter if you're playing well, if you're not playing well, if you're playing the best cricket, highest not right? But yeah, bro, like you have to still see what they can do. Like I still think Mumbai have a lot of weaknesses overall, but again, the fact is their good players have come in form, so you can't really sit and do anything about it. If they're going to carry this form against the next three teams, you can say they're a dangerous team, because if you're having guys like Sky who can play well, you have guys like Rohit Sharma who can play well, scoring runs. It is scary for another team to face them, right? But the problem is, for me, from what I've seen is, these guys can struggle against the top teams. I think guys like Rohit Sharma, like Sky, especially me, like I think in these kind of situations, I watch him play and I'm like, bro, this guy has a lot of flaws in his batting. If there's a smart team, if there's a smart bowler who knows how to play him, he'll be struggling to score runs. I saw that against RCB. Like if you're a smart bowler, you know he only targets places like fine leg. He can't play it straight. He can't play it on the offside. So if you're smart enough to ball certain ways, you can get him out easily, or he'll struggle to play score runs. And same with Rohit Sharma. I think against a top level of opposition, he might struggle. Like it's just me, my opinion. Like mentality wise, everything else. And again, like I just believe like there are weaknesses in the team, but like that there are weaknesses in other teams. So I really can't sit and say, these guys are sure shot favorites, but I would say they are favorites to make top four. Like if not top two, at least top four they'll be there. And I can't imagine this playoffs without Mumbai being in the top four at least.
Yeah, yeah. Playoffs, I think at this point it looks like it looks pretty certain. But Rishi, you think Mumbai will finish in the
Top two or top four?
top two?
Top two, I'm not so sure, because what, like, you guys are already, I mean, RCB are already 14 points with one game to go. And I feel you guys play, and GT, I feel this game they're gonna win. So
Okay.
yeah, like I'm not that confident of top two, but I think we should make it top four, because I feel we
Rishi, if
have
you win
amongst.
next three games, you're top two, Rishi. You don't have to worry about other teams.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
I feel these guys have easier run of games than
No,
us.
no, but if you beat them, it
If you
doesn't
beat
matter.
GT, you're
Yeah,
already going through.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah.
beating
yeah.
DC,
If
you're
you're
going
beating
through.
GT, if you're beating GT, if you're beating Punjab, then pretty much this one is done. No, that's why I said, like,
So the
yeah,
question
top
is, do
two.
you
I'm
have the
not.
confidence there?
I mean, yeah, with the form they're in, I'd be pretty not disappointed, but I'd be a little bit, like, concerned going into the playoffs, that we're not able to beat these guys, because we'll end up playing these guys only, then at some point in the playoffs. So yeah, top four, yeah, but top two, not as
So
confident.
okay, fine, interesting. I mean,
Why not, bro?
interesting.
What do
I
you
think
think is? Why do you think you guys can't beat teams like Delhi Capitals, Gujarat Titans at home? That
Uh, I,
too.
I don't. I mean, I'm again, like I said, the batting, I feel, might get exposed, like especially the top order. Like I feel Rohit Sharma and Rickleton, like while they've played well so far, I feel with better bowling lineup, with bowlers in form, I feel they can get, like, we'll find ourselves in tough positions. And then for me, that will be an interesting point, because then if Sky were to come out early, if we lose 2-3 wickets early, how we cope up with that, I think that will be a difficult question. So I think that is one thing that, like, concerns me at this point, because we've had good starts, like in our wins so far. I think one thing we've common trend is we've had really good starts from our openers. So if that doesn't work out, like how we play out the rest of the innings, I think is a big question mark.
But don't you think that's the same for Gujarat also? Like, it's literally the same thing for Gujarat. So,
That's true, but they're not my concern.
so the point is like you're saying that with Mumbai they can fumble against Gujarat with this concern, but you can say the
But
same
that's
thing for
like
any team, right?
I feel like people like Sai Sudarshan Gill, I think they are not just more informed. They're like, the way they play, they can handle like the situations. Like, when I was
No,
watching this game,
but the
I
point
heard
is,
Harsha Bogle say, like, they're not the quickest in power plays, like, but then the middle overs they're quick, so they don't take those, like, you can say, unnecessary risks. But I feel they can navigate better. Like, they're not a one trick pony, where, like, I feel Rohit Sharma is more susceptible to, like, that ball that is moving in, that is angling in onto the pads. I feel Sai Sudarshan and Gill, they can handle different bowlers better, and they're in better form. That's it.
No, but the conversation is more of like if your top three, Mumbai top three doesn't work versus the Gujarat
Mhm.
top three doesn't work, who do you think is better equipped to carry on the innings versus the other team? Like, are you saying Gujarat can carry on the innings better if their top three don't work versus Mumbai? That's the thing
I think I
because
would just about. I think I would just about back. I mean, our middle order, because I
what do you
still
mean just
feel
about? Are
bad.
you saying guys like Tewatia are better than Hardik Pandya?
I feel Hardik Pandya is in brilliant form. So Hardik Pandya is one player I genuinely am happy that he's finding form again. But bowling, I feel all
Form.
round, like we have Bumrah, I feel, but these guys have a better bowling unit, overall better bowling unit, just marginally about.
So you're saying Siraj is better than Bolt? No.
I feel Siraj, Prasidh Krishna are having season like probably their best seasons in IPL. So I think I have to respect that at
So
this
you're
point.
saying Prasidh Krishna and Siraj together are better than Bolt and Bumrah?
No, I'm saying they are in better form.
Huh. So right now, are you
Right now they're
saying
in
that
better form.
a better pair today? Right now, are you saying they're a better pair of bowlers than Bumrah? And if today you have a chance to make a team, would you choose for this next 2 weeks? Would you choose Bumrah and Bolt, or would you choose Siraj and Prasidh Krishna? If it was up to you.
I would choose Bumrah first of all. Like any team, any
No,
this
no, but
one, I
I'm
would
talking
have
about the
Bumrah.
pairs
But
together.
the
Like,
second option would be Siraj or Prasidh Krishna.
Over Bolt.
interesting.
Yeah,
Bolt is,
like this,
if
the
I'm not
form they're
wrong,
having.
Bolt
Yeah,
is top three in the purple cap, right? If I'm not wrong.
Bolt is third after
Yeah,
Hazelwood and Prasidh Krishna, if I'm not wrong.
yeah.
And
Bro, that's
wait,
very interesting. That's very interesting, Rishi.
mm,
So,
yeah, and
a-
Prasidh Krishna has the
am I
second
getting
best
comfortable?
bowling average also.
Huh?
So
Ooh.
Prasidh Krishna has the second best bowling average this season also. So
No, no, but the point is, as pairs, don't you like? It's evident to see like Siraj and Prasidh Krishna are not as good as guys like Bumrah and Bolt, right? Like, there is no scenario where you can say they're better bowlers than us and they have a better bowling lineup because of that, right? Like, you can't. Like, right now,
no,
even for factual reasons, like both Bumrah and Bolt have more wickets than Siraj, if I'm not wrong. So you really
Bumrah
can't
does
see.
he? I'm not so
Yes,
sure.
he has 11 wickets in 7 games, if I'm not wrong.
Wait, let's
So
find
yeah,
it
like
out.
overall, we can't, bro. Like the thing is, you have a top team. Like I think your only weakness is your bowling. Order is your spin department because if you're not playing Sandner, you have a big hole there. But apart from that, I really can't see much flaws. Like even your third choice pacer is Deepak Chair, who's a pretty solid option in IPL. And then again, you have Hardik Pandya, who you are saying is in the best form right now.
Hmm.
So yeah, Sky is in his best form of his life. Rohit Sharma looks like he's in the best form of his IPL life.
Against again, it's just not convincing for me. Maybe if it's convincing enough for you guys, fair enough. But it's just not. Again, I'm not 100% convinced. I'm not going into these three games like expecting wins just by the form. I'm like, okay, no, there is
Okay, but
enough
what
work
is
to
it
put
that
in.
is what is it that is holding you
That
back?
yeah,
Yeah, exactly what I said. That so Bumrah, I would like 95 times out of 100 I would expect Bumrah to like go under 6 and over. But when that happens against good batting lineups, we there have been cases where we still get hit for runs, the 190s, the 200s, and that is one concern. Like the others, okay, like it is a high standard that Bumrah has kept, that others might no, I mean others will find it difficult to follow, but like going for like 14 runs, 13 runs and over is quite expensive. And then you take that out, like again, what happens if one or two of both the openers like falter early? Because against, I felt at the starting of the season where we faced the better bowlers, that was a case. And when that happens, how do we handle, like, we lose 2 or 3 wickets in the power play, like then what? It's Is it going to be an uphill battle? Is it going to be like, are we still going to go with the, like, the 200 target? Like, are we still going to go like throw all our hands at it, or how are we going to play? So that is one thing I'm still concerned about. I think these two are the reasons, or these two are the scenarios that I'm a bit uh concerned or hesitant about.
What about Rishi if GT lose this game today against the Sunrisers? Sunrisers still in the chase, 118 or
If
50.
GT loses, if GT loses, they're played 10s, won 6, lost 4. So that means they're on 12 points.
No, no, yeah, correct. They'll be on 12 points in 10 games. Do you think then Mumbai have a better chance? Will you be more confident that Mumbai would qualify from there for the to the top two, like in the top two? If they lose, if
Mm,
GT lose today.
yeah, then actually, yeah, I would. Yeah, of course. If our direct rivals are losing games, why would I not be confident? Yeah,
No,
Interesting.
both ways you
Okay,
have to beat
fine.
them, no, if they're
the
winning or
same,
losing.
the same thing, the same thing. If RCB were to lose to CSK tomorrow, I'll be that much more sure that we'll have a better chance of finishing top two. No, that's only maths.
No, but the point is you're
No, no, no. But
gonna,
I'm saying, would you then be confident because you still have to beat them if they beat you and then
Oh, would
yeah,
I be
that's
confident,
exactly.
bro? Again, I don't think I'm like I feel IPL is one game where like you can say okay, form is there, like they're coming off of defeat, but I feel at the end of the day, like if one person can turn up, I can change the fate of the game. Like RR versus DC again. Most of us would have said DC a comfortable. I mean, not DC. Gujarat Titans a comfortable win, but it just took one player to have a freak innings and win them the game single handed. So I just because if like SRH see through this game, I'm not gonna say that okay. Then I'm gonna go into this game much much more confident. Of course, with the form that we are in, I am confident that these guys will put up a good fight. But just because Gujarat loses today's game, or if they lose, that is if they lose, I'm not gonna sit and be like, yeah, then we're at a much better place.
interesting. Interesting. But yeah, as the game stands, it's a pretty interesting one. Now it's 116 or 48. Adi, you think there's a chance SRH can pull this off? Klassen still at the crease and Abhishek Sharma is going well.
No, bro, like 100, around 120 in 48 balls is too much.
Yeah, 15 and 4
And they
obviously.
don't have the batting depth. Like I think if these two are gone, they are pretty much gone in terms of quality. I don't think anyone else can pull it off. And it looks like a bit more tougher track to bat right now than it was in the first innings. I feel like it's become a bit more slower, at least with the spinners. Like Rashid Khan's been able to control a bit more better. So yeah, I don't know. And they don't have the depth, and it's just a big uphill task. Like 100 odd runs and 48 balls, 47 balls. It's just too
Yeah,
big.
you can remove 4 from that. 111 or 46, but yeah.
Yeah, but still, like I just think it's too much. I,
Mm.
I'm putting in the factor of how Gujarat have been bowling this season. I think you have to
Mm.
take that into consideration because I really like look at how guys like Shami and Cummins were bowling in the first 6 overs in the first innings versus how they have been able to contain them to an extent in this. And they were containing a guy like Travis Head. Like, let's put that into context. Like, win form, without form. I think this was a track where anyone could have played a good innings, and Head still struggled. And I could see the way they were bowling to Head; it was pretty decent. And yeah, I think overall the bowling lineup has been strong. It's been sharp this season. Uh, I just don't see it much. Rashid Khan's the last like 3 overs left, I guess. After this, he's getting smacked to be
Yeah,
fair, but yeah, I just don't think. I just don't think it could be close, but I don't think SRH will win this.
fair enough, fair enough. It's going to be, I think it might just end up being a tight one if they keep going. Rishi, what do you think? That 104 or 44 now? Abhishek Sharma just sent him for 6.
Ooh, Abhishek Sharma just sent it for 6. But I think if these guys can stay till the end, there is a game in hand for them because
Mm.
after this, NKR has not been in the greatest of forms, but I feel some like Aniket Verma can come and tonk a few if needed. So I think, yeah, it's not optimistic. Gujarat are favorites, but I still feel it's an interesting game. It's
Oh,
not close.
oh my god!
That was
What
Tewati, I
a
think, on the
what
boundary.
a
Just
drop! Bro, what a drop!
yeah, was yeah, great effort. But yeah, it's an interesting one. I think a lot depends on this game for the likes of Mumbai, RCB, Delhi. All those teams are right at the top, hoping for Gujarat to lose. But yeah, it's a close one between SRH and Gujarat today. So if you guys can catch that. Of course, like Adi said, I think it is Gujarat who are in the driver's seat at the moment. It's going to be a tough chase from here, but they're still in it. SRH. It's going to be a fun watch, and yeah, let us know. Do let us know what you think about the Mumbai Indians' fate heading into the back end of this tournament. Please like and share the video, subscribe to Sports Kabri. We'll see you soon. Bye.